Months and years, we've seen a tremendous upsurge in some highly visible, but also other acts of domestic terrorism and organized political violence being perpetrated by radical, politically motivated groups all over the country. What this presidential memorandum will do is set off an administration-wide response to that.
This is the first time in American history that there is an all-of-government effort to dismantle left-wing terrorism, to dismantle Antifa, to dismantle the organizations that have been carrying out these acts of political violence and terrorism. This is part of an organized campaign of radical left terrorism. It is structured, it is sophisticated, it is well-funded, it is well-planned. There is really no parallel like this to anything else in the country right now. Because of President Trump's strength, because of his vision, because of his leadership, we are now going to use the entire force of the federal government to uproot these organizations root and branch.
Wants to know if I think we will go when they sign the HCL. In the past, I was told within 3 days of the full HCL. Most important part signed yesterday. Oil starts pumping on Saturday. Now, whether or not they've been delaying it until they sign the HCL, or whether they've been delaying signing the HCL until it's ready to go, that's the question. Do I expect it this weekend? I don't know what to tell you guys. My folks with Manning Redemption Center, etc., have not checked in. When they did yesterday, they were not being given any update as to whether they did work, didn't work, on call, not on call. So I don't know what to tell any of you folks on that front. Your thoughts on when? How you feeling on timing?
Well, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, I just don't know when it's going to happen. I think it's soon. Now, we're coming into the what Trump calls the golden era for the United States. I believe that at some point in here, with his conversation with Xi, with the TikTok in particular, there had to be concessions made, and Xi is on a limited time scope also. So you have to look at that. So you got Xi, you got Putin, and you got Trump. You got the gold treaty, and you got the Moscow Agreement of 2013. Based upon all of that operation, I believe that we are soon to have this happen. But whether it's this month, next month, or January, I don't know. But I will say this. Ever since 2005, the Interpol guys and the Golden Dragon have been pushing for a January 1st RV because it makes everybody's bookkeeping simpler. Now, whether that's the case today, I don't know. But that's just looking at the scope of things in the past.
Today's agreement between the Kurdistan region and oil companies with the Federal Ministry of Oil and SOMO is the result of tireless efforts and months of negotiation by teams on all sides. With this step, oil from Kurdistan region's fields will again enter the global market. I commend everyone, especially the resilient people of Kurdistan, for overcoming a major obstacle to securing their legitimate financial rights on this historic day. With renewed exports, we are determined to implement all constitutional rights of Kurdistan. MASROUR BARZANI, Prime Minister of the Kurdistan region of Iraq. We welcome the announcement that the government of Iraq has reached an agreement with the Kurdistan regional government and international companies to reopen the Iraq-Turkey pipeline. This deal, facilitated by the United States, will bring tangible benefits for both Americans and Iraqis while reaffirming Iraq's sovereignty. Marco Rubio, 72nd Secretary of State.
Today we reached a historic agreement under which the Federal Ministry of Oil will receive crude oil produced from the fields in the Kurdistan region of Iraq and exported through the Iraq-Turkey pipeline. This ensures fair distribution of wealth, diversification of export outlets, and encouragement of investment, an achievement 18 years in the making. Mohammed Shia al-Sudani, Iraqi Prime Minister.
Ruda English on X breaking. Gulf Keystone said it is pleased it and other international oil producers signed agreements with Erbil and Baghdad that will allow the resumption of Kurdish oil exports. The restart of Kurdistan crude exports via the Iraq-Turkey pipeline is a historic milestone for Gulf Keystone, Kurdistan, and Iraq that is expected to unlock significant value for all stakeholders. Posted 10:59 p.m., September 25, 2025.
MAJEED on X. Posted. The non-oil revenue worth 48 billion dinar will be deposited tomorrow, Thursday. This was confirmed by Channel 8 English. A source told Channel 8 the Suleymaniye branch of the central bank in the Kurdistan region has completed all preparations to deposit the 48 billion dinars on Thursday and stressed that all the news published in some media that the province is not to know. And it ended there.
MAJEED on X posted this comment. This article from this woman works as a member of the Iraqi Council of Representatives. Finally, the long-standing dispute over the region's oil has been resolved by the Prime Minister, who has proven his competence in the most challenging issues that successive governments could not. Today, we will ensure the fair distribution of wealth and embark on a new phase that will witness the drawing of a proper roadmap for Iraq's economy in a way that guarantees national sovereignty. The person who copied this comment did not give the name of the woman mentioned in this post from MAJEED.
Update. I am told there is a 99% chance it goes by the end of the day today. If not, there is a 100% chance it is done by Monday. Venezuela was the holdup, and I am told it is now cleared. That should mean higher rates for the Bolivar are now back in play. Mike Bara.
Hi guys. I received official news that it starts next week and it's not Monday or Tuesday. Breaking news. Vietnam approved new RV law for Dong effective immediately. All U.S. banks alerts. Dinar exchange rates synced across all U.S. banks. Reset confirmed. Iraqi dinar. Vietnam Dong final RV rate announced. Big news for VND and dinar holders. Medbed. Mass delivery from 0930 to 1004. Claim your access. God bless you all. Wolverine. P.S. Wolverine posted this message approximately 5:42 a.m. New Zealand time, 27 September 2025.
Amelie on X. Comments. Patiently waiting for this announcement to come true. She posted comment by watcher.guru. Just in. SWIFT nearing agreement with Ripple to use XRP for cross-border payments, with billions of XRP secured in escrow as liquidity reserves. SWIFT X comments. Big news. We're launching a major new initiative to transform payments for consumers and small businesses. Working with some of the world's biggest banks, our new scheme will ensure that cross-border retail payments are as fast and predictable as domestic ones.
Look at that! The price of silver is increasing. According to Apex, silver is listed at $46.53 USD. Ask price, $46.53. Bid price, $46.13. From a friend who listened to the Tony NTNT call today. Tony just said that they did have some exchanges today. They were testing the system and they are expecting it tomorrow. He just got the call while we were on call. NDAs were signed today for the ones who were paid. Oil is flowing. It may go live in the morning with 800 numbers in morning. They might handpick a few and the rest go Monday. Iraq is done, but Sudani did not make announcement. At midnight tonight, Iran will be off the banking system, so they cannot smuggle funds. Great things. Everything is done, and today was getting ready for tomorrow. Forwarded from Carpathia. TNT said that after a select few were allowed to exchange to test the system, the bank said the rest of us could go tomorrow. As MAJEED had posted, Tony also heard that Iraqi oil was to begin flowing at 6 a.m. Saturday morning, Iraq time, which was trading at the new rate. There were multiple confirmations of all this during the day and prior to the show. Interestingly, one caller asked for confirmation of what other gurus have spoken about, such as QFS, Nasara/Gasara, quantum cards, and things relating to redemption centers, which Tony refuses to say. Tony said none of that exists. I'm not surprised. Since NDAs were signed by those who exchanged today, it's hard to say what they encountered. We'll find out soon enough. Comment by Norzlightworker. I'm going to say, further to Tony's comment, none of that exists, is rubbish. Because other leaders, I'm not calling them gurus. For example, Bruce from Big Call has spoken with Redemption Center leaders. Also, Mayhem News with Mel also confirms the existence of redemption centers. Sorry I don't agree with you, Tony.
ARIEL on X commented, "Alert, hot off the press. Be ready. Be grateful. Be responsible." Did you hear what they just said in this post? Did you not comprehend the magnitude of this statement? Did you ever consider the fact that you are a stakeholder? Does this need to be any clearer? Marco Rubio said this will benefit both Americans and Iraqis, correct? Aren't you holding Iraqi dinar where you are considered a stakeholder? Who else would they be talking to? Legends are about to be made.
What we're witnessing is not random chaos or another round of political theater. It is the slow-motion collapse of a decades-long infrastructure built to weaponize life itself, from our laws and economies to our biology and data. Biodigital convergence is the term used in policy papers to describe the merging of our biological being with digital systems. On the surface, it looks like health passports, smart devices, AI, and efficiency. Underneath, it has been a scaffolding for deep surveillance and behavioral control, a quiet attempt to rewrite human sovereignty at the cellular and spiritual level. The arrests, resignations, and legal tremors you're seeing, whether it's Comey, Netanyahu, judges, or attorneys, are not isolated. They're signs that the very frameworks that made weaponization possible are unraveling. The executive orders 13818, 13848, and the end of Chevron deference are legal tools that allow frozen assets, exposed networks, and force long-hidden programs into daylight. This is why it feels so intense. The field of battle has shifted. We're no longer being drawn onto old warfields. The reckoning has moved into consciousness itself. When enough of us refuse to feed fear and division, the underlying architecture of manipulation collapses. This is not about left or right. It's about a return from reign to reign, sovereignty pouring down into every heart. As the weaponized structures dissolve, what remains is a space where humanity can choose wholeness over control, stewardship over domination, spirit over programming. Hold steady. Breathe. Stay in the water, the trees, the sunlight. Protect your nervous system. Transmute your louche, and you'll stand as a living node of coherence in this shift. The field is already changing. Forwarded from Gen 222.
Politico article. White House to agencies. Prepare mass firing plans for a potential shutdown. In memo, the Trump administration says the reduction in force plans would go beyond standard shutdown furloughs. Then Q-Post number 282, dated December 6, 2017. I have a question. The 10 days. Darkness. When? They highlighted the word in red, shutdown. The government runs out of funding at midnight from September 30th to October 1. October 1 to October 10 equals 10 days. Mickey Mouse clock at 10:10. Q-Post 282. I have a question. The 10 days. Darkness. When? Shutdown. Could it be government shutdown? This was posted by H.K. Racken on X. Pete Hegseth orders hundreds of generals and admirals to attend urgent meeting in Virginia. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth ordered hundreds of U.S. military generals and admirals from around the world to attend a meeting at a Marine Corps base in Virginia next week. The purpose of the meeting has not been disclosed to the attendees, causing confusion and concern. The directive affects approximately 800 top commanders and follows Hegseth's recent cuts to senior military leadership positions. The article source was from FreeSpoke AI News. Wow, that's new. An article by AI. Okay. Yes, it looks like the Iraqi dinar has indeed been revalued, according to the Iraqi Gazette.
The exact details and the new exchange rate aren't fully clear yet, so it's best to keep an eye on official announcements or trusted financial news for the most up-to-date info. This was a response by ChatGBT, forwarded from Joan Holland. Response from the typist, can I swap my ChatGBT with this ChatGBT? I've been asking my ChatGBT to give me updates from Iraq, Vietnam, and Zimbabwe, and the response I get is no updates and a whole lot of nothing burgers. I told my ChatGBT I only want good news.
Tonight, midnight EST, Iran, yes, Iran's central bank, will be disconnected from the world banking system. That means if Iraq revalues on the new financial system, Iran cannot receive anything because Iraq will be on the blockchain. And this sanction will F the black turban monkey regime in Iran. Official collapse. And Iraq will be enjoying their new financial system, and all Iranian puppets in Iraq cannot smuggle anything to Iran. LFGGG. This was posted by MAJEED on X. OSINT Defender on X posted. At 12 tonight, the Iranian central bank will be once again disconnected from the SWIFT payment system as snapback sanctions under... And it ended there.
Somebody explained to me why only about 5% to 10% of us know what the hell is going on. I saw a post I didn't agree with, I didn't get offended, I didn't comment, I didn't feel the need to change their mind. I still liked the person, I just kept scrolling and went on with my day. More should practice this. Posted by STELLA just in time.
Warning. Only one. We've been told you get one shot. No one will be allowed multiple exchange appointments. Double dipping, buying one currency, making a profit, and then using those profits to buy a different currency with the intention of profiting again when it rises in value. Arbitrage, the practice of simultaneously buying and selling the same asset in different markets to profit from temporary price differences. An arbitrageur identifies a discrepancy, purchasing at the lower price in one market and immediately selling at the higher price in another. This strategy may sound clever, but remember, one appointment, one opportunity, one shot. Be wise, be prepared, don't miss your moment. Posted by A2Z Dreams.
May the light of your soul shine so brightly that it illuminates the path for others still walking in darkness.
Children aren't supposed to be forced into molds. They arrive carrying a spark already. Our job isn't to reshape them. It's to notice the fire that's naturally there, to nurture the gifts they came with, and to stop interfering with their becoming. Watch what lights them up. Encourage their weirdness. Then step back and trust the path unfolding. By Matt Ryder, 777.
As your vibration raises, forces will come to work against you. They are afraid of your power. Your spiritual awakening scares the sleepers by the age of enlightenment.
Your freedom is the spark that shows others how to unlock their own.
Taking